this, and I've known Reid now probably around 8 years or so, and so everybody here is, I know, good, close, caring, kind friends of Reid and Sonia, in the back there. And welcome. This is a glorious day for, I say, everybody here in the room, and of course for Reid, who will be calling in at 4 o'clock. I think everybody deserves a big round of applause. 3,000 days, everybody being involved, that's a big deal. This is the kind of thing that if you tell somebody where you're going today, they'll think you're nuts to a certain degree. It's hard to say, well, I'm going to something where a friend of ours has been out at sea for 1,000 days. And it's quite an accomplishment, and we know that there's been a lot of strong back end who are all in this room right now that have kept Reid and his and Sonia going. And of course, Reid has he's just been so special. I think over these past years, his fortitude and determination, his family support for all those years has really helped him well. I didn't know that Reid was born in a town in Washington, in Moses Lake. And I would say his trip for 1,000 days is like climbing a big mountain. Remember many days ago when it began, initially they collided into a freighter, but nothing would stop Reid from pursuing his dreams. So it's very exciting to be here. And I would say what helped Reid initially going out there for this amount of time was Sonia Ahmad. And I would like to invite Sonia up here. She inspired him, and
Thank you, Paul. Hello, everyone. It's nice to see everybody here today. Thank you. It's great to see you all come to celebrate Reid's 1,000th day at sea. That's no small accomplishment. And I think I'd like to throw out some thank yous. First, thanks to our onshore team, most of whom are here today, and their constant dedication and maintaining all the systems from land and helping to work on the website and all that is just so important. And without them, I don't know where we'd be right now. So definitely our onshore team. And thank you to our sponsors and contributors also for having the foresight to see that Reid will be actually successful at what he's done, because not everyone believes that Reid could stay 1,000 days at sea. It hasn't been done before, but Reid has shown that it can be done. Special thanks also to Danny Kaduri for donating some of the foods that he's donated to Reid and that Reid eats every day, and you'll be seeing some of that at the restaurant at 1 o'clock today. Also to Parmigiano Reggiano for donating to us what Reid and I believe are just the greatest cheese in the world. And Reid eats that every day. And also, to all of our other sponsors and contributors. Thank you. Here to have this event, what better place to celebrate the man who's doing the longest sea voyage in history than the South Street Seaport Museum, right? And also thank you to our fans and followers and family, all of whom have sent their encouragement, their good energy, and prayers our way, and still send them towards Reid. Thank you so much for that as well. Reid, from the time he's started out, April 21st, 2007, it's been quite a challenging time for him. And the first week we were out there, there were storms, and then day 15 we were involved in a collision and we didn't know if we could keep going. Reid didn't know if he would be able to fix the boat, and it was not an easy option for us to consider returning to land because there was very little to return to and we didn't know if we'd be able to leave again. So we looked at it and he said, you know, I think I could fix it. And he fixed it enough that he could keep going. And hundreds of days passed and we passed the equator. Then I got sick. And that was another very difficult situation because then Reid started to take on all of the duties that I've been doing and he had to learn how to do a lot of it. Because he was not, electrically inclined, he had to learn all of the computer systems and had to send photos through the phone and all that. And I'm very proud of him that he's actually been able to learn it and keep it going for this long. Sterling's laughing because he understands. He's been able to keep it going until the machine failed on him, not him, so that's been pretty amazing. So Reid's overcome that, and he's overcome the idea of having to sail alone, because when he started, he never intended to keep sailing for 1,000 days alone. And the fact that he found himself alone at sea was something that was a very big challenge that he had to overcome, and he did. And after I left the boat, then there was many challenges with the sails breaking down, and he had to sew sails for a year after that, a year and a half. He stopped sewing sails maybe 6 months ago. And to do this with arms that were already sore and very painful for him to do for hours at a time, but it was necessary. So can you imagine the determination it takes to keep doing that day after day after day? But at least, he worked through that also. And until December, his computer was working, and then it broke. And now he only has a satellite telephone through which to communicate. And that's nice in some ways because we can hear his voice, but in other ways, it's a very expensive way to communicate to the world. I know each of you must have a cell phone, and I'm sure you probably use hundreds of minutes every month. So you can imagine what it might be like to spend $1 or more for, minutes. So, Reid's going to call in a second, and you'll hear his voice, and it'll be like, as if he's not right next door. And that's really nice. And he sends his blogs through the phone and all that. So if you like hearing Reid send his blogs and his messages and communicate through the phone, help us, if you can, pay for those minutes. Sat phone minutes are not cheap. So there's Donna. She'll handle that. If you'd like to donate something today, or if you'd like to go to our website and click on the donate button, that would be really appreciated. Thanks. And one more note on our returning event will be June 17th, 2010, and we're going to have it's going to be a grand event. Lots of people, lots of press. We hope those who are from the media here today, I hope you're there as well. And we're going to also have a flotilla of boats, a little parade of boats going up the Hudson River to accompany Reid when he gets back. And then you'll see him not just as an idea or not just as a memory, someone far away, but he'll be there in the flesh and the blood, and it's going to be very, very exciting. And I'm excited, and I hope you guys are there too. Thank you.
Okay, so Reid will be calling in any moment. There it is. Oh, he's not calling my phone. 2 minutes. No, it's not. Sorry. He has been calling my phone for years. Joey, he's using your phone number?
2 minutes.
In 2 minutes he's going to call in. Okay, great. Okay, so this is a momentous time for all of us. 1,000 days. And what do we have? Something over here for everybody to sign?
There's a card if you'd like to step forward. Big card.
It's a big card, so...
His signature or what?
All right, maybe we'll just wait for 2 minutes and hopefully it'll cool off before. Well, I guess some people would.
Could you talk about June 17th and what's needed to make the celebration really spectacular? What kind of help you need?
Sure. Okay. I think that Don or Joe or somebody like to say something for.
Go ahead.
These are all people that really into this.
Hi guys, I'm Joe Brown. I'm one of the friends of Reid that have with us. To make the 17th fabulous, we basically need money, government, Coast Guard, the whole bit. Quite frankly, it's going to be some kind of event, flotillas, and where on the pier?
We're thinking Pier 84 would be the landing spot on North River, Hudson River. That's the plan.
Yeah.
So far, it's about 1,317.
All right, so
Flotilla started at 10 a.m.
I'd like to talk a little bit about some of the other sponsors you don't hear about too much, just so you can hear some of the things that we got involved with. Shipyard Marina on the Hudson River on the Jersey side, where he was at for the last couple of months before they launched. The various satellite communications we did with Stratus and Mobile for the satellite minutes, time-critical systems for the WorkCom communicator that is got available now. UV Plus is doing the email systems that we're sending slow email across the Irving satellites. I really want to point out the chili pepper peanut butter that you got from the peanut butter manufacturers. It is very hot. Yes. Oh, and of course, Doyle Sales, actually, they provided a whole set of sales for Reid about 4 or 5 years before the launch. Without the sales and manufacturers, without the toys, it really got it known. John going to talk to you a little bit about the record store.
Cipriani is another one that donated. I just thought I'd mention 3, and Sonia's got a 4th one. She just told me about the records that are broken as of today. First of all, the longest non-stop solo voyage by a single person in a boat, the longest non-stop solo, was held by Jon Sanders, 657 days. Reid today is at 694 days, so he broke that record. The longest non-stop voyage for a woman was previously held by another Australian, a woman named Kay Cotty. Went for 189 days. Sonia did 306 days, so she broke that record. Then there's just the longest non-stop voyage, whether it's solo or not solo, with a crew or one or more. And that's, of course, been broken as of today, 1,000 days, and that was actually broken back along. That was also Jon Sanders at 657 days today. Reid and Sonia together broke that record in 1,000 days. That's what we're doing today, which was his goal for the year.
673 days.
Huh?
Yeah, 657 days plus 305.
Okay.
And Reid broke it solo.
Oh, I see. Gotcha. And then, just so you know, when he comes in on the 17th of June, he will have achieved 1,151 days. So it's going to be beyond the 1,000 days. And Sonia's talking about another record that was the longest American record. Maybe you can explain that.
That was the longest American sea voyage, as far as we know, was held by Dodge Morgan at 150 days. And Reid has broken that by going 1,000 days today.
Well, Reid's a little late calling in, but he will call in. We actually talked to him about an hour ago. We said call back in 15 minutes or whatever it was. And so presumably he will interrupt us at any moment. But meanwhile, I'd like to introduce the father of another adventurer, Tanya Abbey. We remember her she was the youngest woman to sail around the globe. Took her 2.5 years at her father's urging. Ernst Tanya is speaking in, I think, Baltimore tonight. Sir Ernst, her father, was the one that instigated this adventure, which also started here at the seaport and ended at the seaport. Ernst, why don't you come up and say hello?
Hi, son of a gun did it. Congratulations. I suppose Tanya is supposed to be talking instead of me, but she's now doing one of those motivational talks for corporations, making good money. And now Reid, when he comes back, he'll pretty much have that one stalled up. So, congratulations again, and very happy for him.
Okay, I think I wanted to also mention John Krabby, who's been a tremendous supporter for Reid. John, his pier, which was on 23rd Street, now it's moved up to 26th Street. If anybody's not been there, it's great. It's a wonderful place, and John's always been welcoming to the 1,000-day sea voyage and to Reid, so the whole team. And without John, probably Reid would have been looking for a different place to live, actually, because he lived literally on the side of the pier next to the frying pan for many years, and even under sometimes more difficult conditions with the community. So I think John Krabby deserves a big hand.
I got some other folks that were involved with this on the ground, helping Reid put his mechanical stuff together, the things that power his boat, the things that his generators, the things that power his computers. We were hoping the computers would last. Something with the desiccant, we didn't have proper desiccant to extend laptops 3 or 4 days. But I'd like to thank Blue Sky Energy as well as we had great help from a company called Accoplished. Well, Reid has one of the world's first permanent magnet alternators in his powering DC in his boat as a friction generation unit attached to his prop shaft. So we had many troubles. I helped Reid to take his winch apparatus apart, put it back together via email and telephone in the middle of this group. Day 560, I can't remember which day it was, but it was in the Pacific. It actually failed twice. His power winch, sailing a 76-foot boat by yourself without a power winch, is absolutely impossible. It can't be done, especially after extending yourself for a long 600 to 700 days. So I think that's the recognition we pay him as an athlete, as well as a figure in sailing history, is that you can extend yourself physically for 900 days, lifting 100-pound wood booms with wood tackle on a wooden sailboat, ferried hull sailboat, weighs 60 tons, and navigate that boat for 600 plus days straight. That probably won't be done ever again. Navigating a schooner that long alone. So I think Reid deserves a hand for that, especially and all of the people like Bruce Rosencrantz, who helped Reid do many things to make his boat work right, whatever it took. You know, this was a cooperative of 1,000 volunteers, as well as you know, a solo sailor who built his own boat. So here's applause to the rest of the 1,000 days. My friend Todd Coleman, who helped him put his sponsors. And I'm Randy Reese. I don't know if I said that before, but I was his electrical engineer and I've been his correspondent throughout. So I never had a doubt that he would go 1,000 days when you met Reid Stowe, because he had a determination about him that couldn't be denied. But then you looked at his boat, a perfectly, beautifully built craft of wood locks and wood booms and sails, and you wondered whether actually anyone could take that boat out for 1,000 days. But I could say clearly, I never doubted that he couldn't. And he has. So it's on beyond 1,000 days. 1,200 days. Is he here?
So classic technical difficulties. We'll do a little 2-minute pre-canned audio message from Reid.
Congratulations, Reid.
Thanks a lot. It feels really great. I'm out here and also looking forward to coming back.
Why don't you tell us where you are exactly, Reid?
Excuse me, what was your question?
Well, where are you exactly now, Reid? How's the sailing? This is Rand. Hi.
Hey, Red. How's everybody? Yeah, I'm below the Cabo Verde Islands. I'm 4 degrees north of the equator, and I'm in very nice, calm weather. Tonight is an all-star night outside, very calm and beautiful, black sky, no moon, and just a school of porpoises swim by at the night.
Are you seeing any light flashes in the water?
Excuse me?
How's the phosphorescence?
Oh, there hasn't been much phosphorescence lately. I don't know why. I can't explain that. But it's been beautiful here, and there's still a lot of sea life swimming around the boat. I can see it very well on clear days.
Yeah, well, we're going to enjoy talking to you over
months before you get home in June.
Right, I'll try to be checking in, and if we can leave some voice recordings and get a few small updates posted up on the website just to stay in touch with everybody and tell a small part of the story that's happening out here.
Yeah, about once every 4 or 5 or a week, and we'll be calling into Paul as well too. How are you feeling?
Okay. Excuse me?
How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling very good. I'm very healthy, very happy. I just finished doing my daily yoga session, like I've done every single day of the voyage. And I have to say that it helps keep me healthy. And so I've been very lucky, and I've been very, very healthy the whole voyage. I'm eating very well. I'm eating a lot of fish. I'm eating fish every day, and so it's been a very amazing voyage, and this part of it has actually been my very favorite part. I haven't seen any ships for 2 months, and the weather's very calm, and it's just quite beautiful out here.
Yeah, it sounds like idyllic sailing. I wish I was out there with you now.
Yeah, this would be the time everyone would enjoy a lot. It's very beautiful and very peaceful out here. It's the timeless and eternal, beautiful sea that I've spoken about. It looks the way it's always looked since the beginning of the earth, and there's no difference in it. So it's a very primal, connected to the universe feeling out here.
Okay. Go ahead.
Hey, Reid, it's Donna.
Hello, who is this?
It's Donna.
Is this Sonia?
No, it's not Sonia. No, it's Donna. It's Donna Stein.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you very well. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you okay.
You can hear me. It's Donna Stein, and there's...
Oh, hey. Hi, Donna. How are you?
Hi, sweet.
Thanks a lot. Am I speaking to you only, or am I on a plane?
We're speaking to everybody. There's been a lot of people calling in who couldn't be here today, and they just wanted to say how much they loved you and how much they're standing behind you. People have been with you since day one, or they like to tell me what day they started listening to you every day. And a lot of people are inspired by you and want to hear more of your spiritual quest and why you're out there, where your heart is going out there and helping the world, and about your yoga. And I know the yoga is near to your heart. I have personally seen you standing on your head while the boat was rocking back and forth. I don't know. So
that sounds real nice. I heard most of it, and there were so many things there. I'm not sure how to answer to it, except that I'm really happy that people are enjoying the voyage and sticking with me and nicely and good messages to me. If there's something you want to answer me to, for me to answer to, just give me one question.
Hi, Libby.
Oh, hi, Reid. It's Libby. I won't take up too much time. I just wanted to say congratulations and send you lots and lots of love.
We do have some questions. We do have at least a few questions.
That's the thing that's been keeping me going. And this voyage is like a mirror. And the people who look at TV, if they're full of love, they can sure see the love, and the love sure comes back to them. And I sure appreciate it.
Hi, Reid, it's Sonia.
Hey, Sonia, how are you?
Good. They want me to talk to you, even though I talk to you every week.
It's always great to talk to you and hear that everything's going real good.
We've got a question for you. Are you looking forward to coming back?
Yeah, he's still coming back. You know, the thing that has made me out here is coming back because then I'll be coming back to the world and I'm just having to deal with things that I haven't had to deal with for the last 3 years out here.
So, Reid, it's Jon Boswell.
Hi, John.
And I just wanted to pass on Tanya Abe. I talked to her. She couldn't be here, but she wanted me to tell you to send her her love and her congratulations to Voyage, and she will be here for your homecoming on the 17th.
Okay, well, I always appreciate to know that people are keeping up with the Voyage and they wish they could be here to celebrate with our friends and with me more closely.
Reid, hi, it's Paul Slackus. Hi.
Hey, Paul.
How you been? Reid, how do you feel today? I'm sure your whole family, your mom, your dad, Ann, and your brother, sister, everybody's very proud of you. How do you feel? I mean, it's 1,000 days. You said you were going to do it. You've done it. Today's your day. How do you feel? Inside, how do you feel?
Well, yes, I feel very, very lucky and very happy. And it's been over 20 years that I had this goal in mind and that I worked on it and it finally reached hopes through the land. I just knew in my heart that I would. And of course, with celebrating, I'm celebrating. So I'm letting it go by and just appreciating my experience out here and appreciating life. But I do feel extremely lucky able to accomplish the what seemed to be impossible goal that I set for myself.
Okay, Reid, we love you. Everybody in this room loves you.
Happy birthday! On the 6th of January, was Reid's birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Reid. Happy birthday to you. How do you say, over and out? I don't think so.
I couldn't do the last thing on it.
We're going to talk about that, yeah. All right, see you in a few months.
Okay, so that's Joe, that's it? We're set? It's party time? Captain, you want to say something?
Hi everyone, folks, we're going to go to Ryan McGuire's. You go out the entrance of the museum, you make a left, walk up Fulton Street to whatever street it is. Cliff.
Go to McDonald's and make a left.
Down to McDonald's, make a left, walk about a half a block. We'll all be there to eat, drink, and be merry and music and celebrate Reid's accomplishments.
Thank you guys, thank everybody here for being part of this beautiful occasion. Thank you.
Yeah.